Hey, welcome back to another episode of the Long Gone Loser Rock Show. Today's edition of the show is going to be another episode of What Did You Buy This Weekend? Because I just got back from record shopping and I had a good time today. I was out, I did 3 stores and I found some gems and I want to go through those with you now. So yeah, why not, you know? So this first record that I got is because Greville Records posted a video earlier in the week of some new arrivals that they had of the secondhand stuff. And in that box, when they were flicking through, they had the Mad 3. For those who don't know, Mad 3 are an instrumental band from Japan and they are amazing. The guitarist Eddie Legend is just a shredder and it's just garage rock and roll mixed with power pop and stuff, like all these mixtures of great riffs all thrown in together to create the Mad 3 sound, which is just high energy rock and roll. Like it really is. Like there's bits of everything. There's, you know, 50s rock, 60s rock, you know, like I said, there's power pop, there's just garage rock and roll, you know, that Japan thing, and it's just so good. I do have this on CD. I got sent the promo CD many years ago when I was doing the zine, but man, I'm finally glad to have this on vinyl. Finally! So yeah, thanks Greville. While I was there, I picked up a bunch of 45s, including the second release by Fantastic Mess Records, Sheer Fun. This label is awesome. I've been trying to collect all the Fantastic Mess stuff, and yeah, this is, I'm just glad to have it. Yeah, and I always like, he does these little write-ups on the sleeves there, and it's always cool. It's always cool to read that sort of stuff. So Fantastic Mess Records are a label out of Melbourne. I think it's the guy that used to run All Go Go or work at All Go Go. He's gone off and done this. I think he did a zine called Resistant Harmony, and then he ended up doing a record label with somebody else called Buttercup Records, and now he's doing this Fantastic Mess Records, which is just filled with great stuff. Picked up a Little Murders 7-inch. I've seen these guys countless times. They're good. They're a power pop band from Melbourne. They have 3 guitar players, which is probably overkill, but it doesn't really matter. And they're just a really good band, like really good songs. And this is a new single, I guess, or the latest thing that they've done. It was only $12, so I had to grab it. The Cult, Wildflower, double 7-inch. Love the Cult. As you've probably seen, I've posted a video this week of me attempting to play, you know, the Cult on guitar. I think the Cult are just, you know, packed full of great riffs from Billy Duffy. Awesome. So good. Steel Pole Bathtub, Picture This 7-inch, released on Sympathy for the Record Industry. Pretty happy with this. They do a cover of Voodoo Child, which is always good. Dirt Bombs, covers 7-inch, Need You Tonight and Devil Inside. That could only mean one thing, In Excess covers. Had to have it. Had to have it. So very happy to have this, and I'm really looking forward to checking out their renditions of the classic Australian In Excess. Fridge. I've been looking for this 7-inch forever, and finally I found it, and it was $5, and I couldn't believe it. And it's just, yeah, one of those bands that you've always wanted to have the record of, but for some reason it always eluded me. There's 1,000 copies floating around of this 7-inch, but yeah, for some reason I just could never find it, and now I finally have it. So I'm very, very happy with this. And it's got Squiz on bass. Now, for those who don't know, Squiz is in King Parrot. So there you go. King Parrot, my friends. This is pre-King Parrot. Destroy All Monsters 7-inch with Ron Ashton and Niagara. Had to grab this. Never seen it before. So yeah, very cool. Fastway. Who doesn't love Fastway? Great rock and roll, great hard rock, whatever you want to call it, with Mr. Fast Eddie Clark on guitar. So this is a great song. So I'm very happy to have it. So there you go. Check it out. Very cool. Hanoi Rocks. It's very rare to find Hanoi Rocks albums floating around Melbourne, but when you do, you grab them because it's Hanoi Rocks and it's awesome. And yeah, I can't believe I found Malibu Beach on 7-inch vinyl. So very, very happy. And the New Christ, Like a Curse. You have to have this one. It's the New Christ. The New Christ are fantastic. So there we go, my friends. The New Christ. Awesome band. Fronted by Mr. Rob Younger of Radio Band fame. But you already knew that. So that's everything I got from Greville Records. Now we're going to go through the next store I went to, which was Heartland Records. And Heartland Records to this day still remains my favourite record store in Melbourne for a number of reasons. Those reasons are, first of all, when he prices used stuff, he doesn't price as according to Discogs. He prices, you know, reasonably, like so that you can afford everything. And, you know, even rare records that I've gone in there and seen that are like, you know, $100 on Discogs, he's got them for $50. You know what I mean? So I love Heartland, and I will like always praise Heartland for being such a great record store. And Paul has done a wonderful job with that store for many, many years. He used to do like record fairs and stuff, and used to bring that over to Adelaide. And when I was living there, I'd always go, and I always found stuff at his stall, always. And I probably spent more money at his stall than any of the other record fair stalls that day. So I've been following his stuff for a very long time, and I'm just stoked that while I live here in Melbourne, I get to, you know, go and check that record store out whenever I want. So it's awesome. And if you ever are in Melbourne, that's one store I highly recommend you check out. So this is what I found today. A Backyard Babies 10-inch that I've never ever seen before. So I am stoked to have that. They do 3 tracks on it. Like one of them is a remix, so I'm probably don't know what to expect there. But, you know, very, very cool regardless. Well, we'll crank this up and see what it sounds like. This is cool. I've never seen this one here before. So this is like called, this one's for Johnny, obviously Johnny Thunders. It's a bunch of bands doing Johnny Thunders covers, and as you can see, we've got Backyard Babies, Ramones, Ronnie Spector, Nicky Sutton, Sonny Vincent, La Secta, the Suffragettes, and Adam Rumba. Ronnie Spector, Backyard Babies, and the Ramones, I've heard their versions and I love them, but it's so cool to have them in one Johnny Thunders tribute. So I'm really looking forward to cranking this one up. This is going to be awesome. I don't think I've actually heard the Backyard Babies do One Track Mind. So, maybe I have, maybe I haven't. I can't remember. But I love the Backyard Babies, so looking forward to cranking this one up. As you may have noticed on my Instagram page, I'm actually trying to collect every single Man's Ruin release. And I found 3 more today that I did not have. So, we have Valis Kitty 10-inch, Dozer 10-inch, and this one I didn't think I'd ever find, the Earthlings Box Set. Yes, finally I found this thing. Limited to only 500 copies, whatever. And I think it's, yeah, and it's got a signature on it. So very, very cool. I've never seen this ever. I can't believe that it was just sitting there waiting for me to buy it. And it was really cheap too. So I'm glad I picked this up. This is awesome. Finally, I have the Earthlings box set. You don't ever see Earthlings stuff really that much in Melbourne. So to see this just blew my mind. Picked up Nebula record, didn't have. Heavy Psych. I love Nebula. I got to see them the one time they came to Australia, which is awesome. They were really, really good. They played at the Tivoli Hotel in Adelaide, and they were fantastic. Also got another Nebula album that I didn't have. So my Nebula collection is getting pretty big now, so that's pretty cool because I really do dig this band. Lots of great riffs, and if you're a fan of Fu Manchu and stuff like that, you probably know who they are, and you're probably already into them. So you can just forget that I said all that, because you already know that they're great. Now, I did a Venom collections video where I basically went through my entire Venom collection, and there were a couple of things that I didn't have and that I said were available at Heartland, and I was going to get them as soon as I could. Well, I finally got a proper version of American Assault as opposed to the crappy picture disc version that came in that box. So I'm very happy to finally have a decent sounding copy of this. Now, I know people are going to say, yeah, but you've already got those songs on other releases. Doesn't matter. I didn't have them sounding as great as they do in American Assault on vinyl. So I'm going to give this one a cranking in a minute. The other Venom record I got comes with a toolbook, which I haven't looked at yet because I haven't opened any of these up because I only just got home. But I'm really looking forward to getting stuck into this because it's a live concert that I've already heard and I've already got it on vinyl, but I don't care because I really like that concert and I've listened to it like so many times. So I'm really looking forward to getting stuck into this one and listening to this one as well. So I know it's the same concert as one of my other releases, but I don't care because it's Venom and I love Venom and I'll listen to Venom until the cows come home. There we go. But yeah, I'm looking forward to opening this. Oh, fuck it. Let's open it up right now and see this tour book. So here you go. Here's the booklet. Now, I get the feeling this booklet might be the same one that is in the box set, the In Nomine Satanas box set. Yes, it is. Oh well, doesn't matter. It's good to have 2 copies of things. This one's actually a harder cardboard. The other one is very flimsy paper, so that's cool. This one's a bit more I guess you could say. Oh, actually, I don't think it's as many pages either. But either way, very cool. Comes on red vinyl. I love Venom, but you already know that. The last shop I went to was Goldmine Records on Nicholson Street. I just popped in there on the way home, and I always like going through their 7-inch section because they've always got some really good 45s that come through, and today was no different. So I picked up a bunch. I got this Barracuda's 7-inch because Barracuda's a great power pop. Love them. So Didn't have this one before, very happy to have it now. The STP, got a couple of singles of theirs and a record as well, so I'm very happy to have another 7-inch. This one is on Safety Pin Records, which is a great label. So there you go. I found this for $5. It's like a Sex Pistols single of Silly Thing and Who Killed Bambi. It's got that on the other side, just a generic sleeve, but I don't care because I really like Silly Thing. And I'm really looking forward to just cranking that song up in a second because it's just such a good song. This is interesting. This is a Cruise flexi disc that has Skinyard, Big Drill Car, Chemical People, Tony All, and another Chemical People track. But very, very cool. You can see the songs and all that there. Never seen that before. It was cheap. And another Waterfront Records release, which is the Benedict's. This is one that I didn't have, thank God. I actually, you know what I hate doing? I hate looking at my Discogs when I'm in a store because I always get the feeling that the stores are looking at me going, oh, I bet he's trying to find it cheaper elsewhere. And I just think, you know, I wish there wasn't that stigma, but that's just me freaking out about it myself. But I had to look it up because I had to see if I already had this one because I know I have a Benedict single with this kind of sleeve, and I do, but this is the other one. So yeah, if you ever see me looking at Discogs in a record store, it's not because I'm trying to find it cheaper. It's because I have no fucking idea if I own it or not. But there we go. Awesome. So I went away since I last spoke to you and listened to this record, and I had talked about it beforehand, but now that I've listened to it, I've scrapped that bit and I've come back to tell you all about it. It is Dominance and Submission, a tribute to Blue Oyster Cult. Now, I picked this up today from Heartland Records, and it is so fucking good. I love Blue Oyster Cult, and every band on here has done amazing versions of Blue Oyster Cult songs. Not only that, but they took the songs and they, you know, added their own thing to it to make it their, you know, their own kind of song without ruining, you know, the essence of the song. Like we've got Zeke, the Hellfire thrashing Zeke, doing Cities on Flame with rock and roll, and it sounds incredible. Like it really is good. I walked into the store today and Godzilla from this record was playing, which is done by Howling Giant with Bob Balch from Fu Manchu, and you know, which is no stranger to him because Fu Manchu did cover Godzilla and did a great version of it, by the way. It's on the 10-inch, which if you don't have, it's also on Godzilla's Eating Dust, but whatever. We're talking about this right now. This record is just incredible. Like it's got Mark Lanigan, you've got members of High on Fire, you've got, you know, Nick Oliveri from Mono Generator. Look, check out this like Hive sticker. There you go. The back cover looks like that. So good. You have this insert which has this, and on the other side it's got this. Side D has an etching that looks like that. So how cool is that? I would prefer to have songs in there, obviously, but I'll go with some etching. That's fine. So Dominance and Submission, a tribute to Blue Oyster Cult, is available now. Go out and get a copy. And no, the label isn't paying me to say this. The label probably doesn't even know my channel exists. Nobody sends me free shit to talk about. I just talk about records that I like because I hope that you will like them too. This is incredible, and I really hope you give it the time of day, especially if you're not really into Blue Oyster Cult, but you love stoner rock and all that sort of stuff. Give it a whirl, and hopefully it'll turn you on to Blue Oyster Cult, who are actually amazing. And you've got to hear the version of Don't Fear the Reaper. Like seriously, oh my God. This whole record is just phenomenal from start to finish. Do yourself a favor, get a copy of this, and trust me, you can thank me in the end. Well, thank you very much for watching another episode of The Long Gone Loser Rock Show. Look after yourselves, take care of each other, go buy some records, go buy all of these if you can find them. It's the best therapy you can have. Anyway, guys, take care, and I will see you in the next video. Thank you very much for watching. Like and subscribe if you like hearing some dude from Melbourne talk about records.